What's up, PSGINT family? It's your boy PSGINT here, and today I will be breaking out my World Cup prediction for this upcoming World Cup in Qatar 2022. I'll be going through all the groups, taking out my first and second place team, then going through the knockout stages. Of course, there's no draw in the World Cup. They will only everything is settled and done. So let's go through this and see who is my World Cup winner, who's my World Cup semi-finalists. Let's go. Group A, we got Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Qatar, of course, they are the hosts, and we have usually seen that the host does better than they usually do. And Qatar are a good team, one of the best in Asia, winning the recent Asian Cup, I believe. We got Ecuador, who really stood out there in the CONMEBOL qualification and have been really good. Then we got Senegal, the AFCON winners, and then we got Netherlands. And in this group, I think Netherlands are too strong for the other teams, so I'm picking Netherlands to come first, and then second team. As I said, all of the other teams have a strength. I think this is pretty much a group of death for that second place at least, and I believe that with it being Senegal's second World Cup in a row, I think they will have the advantage in that experience and that their players will be knowing this competition. So I'm predicting Netherlands first, Senegal second, especially with Sadio Mane back. But Qatar is the team that I would say comes can take that second place. They will rival Senegal the most. Group B, we have England, Iran, United States, and Wales. Very political group, I think. But even though England are butlers, even though Southgate is a donkey, I believe they will get that first place because the quality they have on the roster is just too much. Even with a terrorist manager, they're gonna get first in this group, and then I believe Iran will take the second place. Their previous manager, Queiroz, just coming back, and he was with the Iranian national team in the 2014 and 2018 World Cup. And as I said, World Cup, it's a lot about World Cup experience. It's a lot about that you have already played in this competition. It's not new for you. As we know, this is Wales' first time in about 50 years, and United States did not make it last season, and they're a bit overhyped even by themselves. So I'm predicting England first, Islamic Republic of Iran second. Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Of course, Argentina, one of the favorites to win this World Cup, so I'm picking them easy to take first place in this group. I believe they are on a 36-game unbeaten streak, and of course they have La Pulga, Messi, Lautaro Martinez, and Paulo Dybala have performed very well for their clubs, and they have a very good squad, adding and also Enzo Fernandez. So Argentina taking that first place. Then it's interesting. I think Poland are ass. Even though they were in the last World Cup, Poland are ass in the World Cup. They took that qualification against my nation, Sweden, but they were ass. They were ass. But we were even worse. But I believe that Mexico will take that second place, of course. They are pretty much in every World Cup tournament ever. Saudi Arabia, of course, the climate will be helping them, but I believe Mexico will have the edge. So Argentina first, Mexico second. Group D, we have La France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. For me, two teams stand out in this group, and it's Denmark and France, and I think those two teams will compete for the first and second place. And I believe even though France are not the best, even though they recently played Denmark and lost, I still believe they will take that first spot because it's the World Cup. Players turn up in that competition. So I believe France first, Denmark second. Group E, we have Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Both Germany and Spain, especially Spain, they are not the teams they were once. They used to be. Of course, Germany, they got humbled last season, last World Cup. Spain as well, it did not go their way, losing to Russia, but I believe that both of them will have the upper strength. But Japan will definitely be there lurking. I can definitely see them getting at second place, but I'm gonna go safe. Germany first, Spain second. The Group F, we have a very weakened Belgium side. We got Canada, first time in a long time, Morocco, and Croatia. But yeah, again, it's two teams that stand out from the rest, and that is Croatia and Belgium. And I believe they will be taking the first and second spot. First going to Croatia, second to Belgium. Group G, we have one of the favorites here again in Brazil. I think they're gonna take that first spot. And very similar group to what they had last World Cup with Serbia and Switzerland. But I believe Brazil takes that first spot, and last time out it was Switzerland who took the second spot. I believe Serbia will take it now. They're much stronger side than last time. They came first in the group with Portugal, and they have extremely good players in Mitrovic and Vlahovic and Lukajovic. So I'm predicting Brazil first, Serbia second. Group H, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Portugal, Uruguay will take their first and second spot, but I can definitely see South Korea pushing for the second spot with Heung-min Son and Kim having exceptional seasons so far for their respective teams. But Uruguay, a bit of a resurgence under a new manager, and Portugal, I mean, they have too strong of a squad to go out here in the group stages. So I'm predicting Portugal first, Uruguay secondo. Alright, so here are the matchups for every game. I'm gonna start with the top left, go down, then start with the top right and go down. We have Netherlands versus Iran. I believe Netherlands will go through. Argentina, Denmark, very feisty tie. I can see Argentina winning this game 1-0, going through. Next up, Germany versus Belgium. This will be Belgium's knockout, and Belgium will go out. Brazil versus Uruguay. No one stopping Brazil, especially Uruguay. England versus Senegal, very interesting, but I believe England have the power to go through. France versus Mexico, França. España versus Croatia, I think Spain goes through. A rematch of the Euros round of 16. And then we got Portugal versus Serbia. Portugal get the revenge back on Serbia and go through. So we have Netherlands versus Argentina, Germany versus Brazil, England versus France, and Spain versus Portugal. Interesting ties. I mean, Argentina and Holland, and Germany, Brazil, of course. I believe those were the semifinals of the 2014 World Cup. And I see Argentina doing what they did in 2014 and winning against Netherlands. And I see Brazil taking revenge on Germany, maybe a high score line. But I believe Brazil will make it through. France versus England. We got a European rivalry there, but France will make it through. Spain versus Portugal. I believe Portugal have the edge. Then we have very tasty semifinals. We got Brazil versus Argentina, the two favorites for this World Cup. And then we got Portugal versus Francia in the other semifinal. France versus Portugal. I believe France will make their second consecutive World Cup final, beating Portugal here. I think this will be the stop for Portugal. Then we got Brazil versus Argentina. And I believe Brazil will get the win in this game and go on to the final. Brazil versus France, Mbappe versus Neymar. We can firstly talk about the third and fourth spot, which will be between Argentina and Portugal. A lot of people wanted, you know, the Ronaldo Messi World Cup final, but they're gonna compete for the third and fourth place, which is gonna be a very competitive game just because of that scenario. And I believe Argentina will take that third place. Brazil versus Francia in the final. Very tasty game. France were here last time, but I think it's Brazil's time to win the World Cup. Neymar finally getting his hands on that World Cup trophy. France coming second and Argentina coming third. I think this is my prediction. Of course, I'm not rooting or supporting any nation, but I believe that Brazil are the strongest team in this competition, and I believe that the trophy will go home to Brazil. Make sure to let me down in the comments down below which prediction you don't agree with. It can be in the group stage, it can be in the knockout stages, and it can be in the final. And let me know what team do you guys think will win the World Cup. That was it for my World Cup prediction. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe, and as usual, allez, bye.